big step forward last time out with that win at Kempton.
She did. Different conditions.
Let's show Simon.
Furlongs of the Rowley Mile, Group 3. There's also Sharp Stakes. And they're off, a little ragged start. Looked like Bellacci might have forced the stalls open, but not to any great advantage. Star Music away well from Gushing Golden Cersei. Then Dance Sequence in the all-blue jacket Bellacci. The favourite Skellet in the pink cap is second last. Sheet Columbine is just about marker as they race through the first quarter mile. Star Music. From in second place, maybe Skellet on the near side of Cersei, and a stumble from Bellacci there. Pretty good sit by Ollie Stammers as they race on to the halfway stage. Quite an eventful race for Bellacci, and it's Star Music, a half length to Skellet, then Gushing Gold in the noseband, Cersei, Bellacci, then Dance Sequence locked away towards the far side and Sheet Columbine, and now they're racing on towards the final 2.5 furlongs, just passing the 3 in fact, and it's Star Music by a half length to Skellet, these two battling on together, followed by Gushing Gold, behind these Cersei, then Sheet Columbine now unleashing a run on the outside. Dance Sequence is being pushed along, but now making ground as they run down into the dip. Still Star Music from Skellet. They're 1 and 2. Dance Sequence is on their case in third and finishing off well as they race towards the final furlong. Star Music headed by Skellet, but Dance Sequence surely has them covered down the near side. Getting there with every stride. Skellet is digging in though. Skellet and Dance Sequence. Dance Sequence near side of Skellet in the oh so sharp. Star Music third. Then Sheet Columbine.
A very eventful oh so sharp and two very nice fillies in first and second. Dance Sequence maintains her unbeaten record, overcoming her inexperience and absence of 104 days and a very good rival in Skellet. She has won for William Buick and Charlie Appleby. William's taken the first 2 races here today. Skellet has also run really well for Ryan Moore and Rafe Beckett. There's a gap back to Star Music with James Doyle and Richard Hughes, and there's a further gap back to the rest. We need to have a look at the start again and whether Bellacci forced open the stalls. Skellet certainly was slowly into stride and showed her an experience, and halfway through the race Bellacci seemed to clip heels and almost come down. She did very well to keep her feet and Oliver Stammers to stay in the saddle. This is where Skellet ranges past Star Music, but the danger, not really handling it, wobbling around with inexperience, but finishing really strongly, is Dance Sequence.
Yeah, 2 good fillies, I think, pulling clear, and I suspect an above average oh so sharp. I think they are two really good prospects for next year. Dance Sequence, as I said, really nice type physically in the paddock. She still looked very green in getting this done, but it's a huge step forward from her debut win to go 2 from 2. I think this is her first win in this race for Charlie Appleby as well.
Check out stall 6. Yes, it does look as though Bellacci, who was getting very restless in the stalls, has kind of forced it open. That might have had a knock-on effect on Skellet, who was next door in 7 and has been tardy away.
Yeah, it seemed to maybe just put her off a little bit, didn't it, and take her by surprise, Skellet. But she soon recovered from it to get herself into a good position, a handy position, in a race where they didn't appear to go that quick through the first half of the race. We can see in a moment, I think, Bellacci just taking a stumble, maybe clipping heels slightly.
Yeah, just short of room there. Skellet is coming across, and I mean, the filly and Oliver do really well there.
Yeah, she does well to quickly pick her feet back up, and she doesn't really lose any ground for it, does she?
And that helps Oliver as well, because he's got all his weight on the right-hand side of the saddle as well. Cersei just hasn't settled in the centre there.
No, and that's what makes me think, you know, the way that she's pulled through the first 3 furlongs makes me think the pace was probably on the steadier side. Sheet Columbine probably didn't drop her head either. She's made a bit of a move mid-race to look threatening. Ultimately not good enough, I don't think, Lydia. And at this point in time, Dance Sequence really pushed along to make up her ground. She's actually got quite a bit of ground to make up, and Skellet gets first run, and the winner, Dance Sequence, she does pretty well to run her down, I think, because Skellet's obviously not stopping in front. She's finishing off her race really well up the hill to pull clear of the rest of the field, but Dance Sequence does manage to run her down, having been given away 2.5 to 3 lengths, I think, around 2.5 to run.
Yeah, I know she's definitely done well